Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we begin our Scarlet Violet Wi-Fi Battle Team Builders. Of course, as we're going to do Team Builders. Today we are going to start with the Maestro of Mayhem himself, Earle the Kricketune. But before we begin, of course, like and subscribe, all that good stuff. Put down, how do you think we're going to do? Look at the Team Builder first. So, before we begin, let me click this first. Okay, so our team leader this time is Kricketune, Earle the Kricketune, and you can see he's PU, you know, not really the best mon, all the way down here. But why Kricketune? So, Kricketune, I'm going to go for an ambitious build this time around to lead us off to Scarlet Violet. Will it be successful? I don't know. It's quite ambitious. It's not practical, as the meta game is right now, very hyper offensive, right? The goal is to try get a Kricketune sweep. Now in testing, I've only gotten a late game 3 Pokemon sweep with Kricketune. And I repeat that, late game 3 Pokemon sweep. Haven't gotten a full sweep yet, but who knows, maybe in the battles we will get one. But in testing, that's as far as I've gotten. This team is built around Kricketune, so there's a lot of bulk, as you notice, there's a lot of bulk. And a lot of the offense relies on chipping the opponent down, having rocks up, having screens up. So being able to take the hit and striking when necessary. So Kricketune is there to hopefully at the end when the battle is getting to its end game or so, there's a good opportunity. Kricketune can come in, get some Trailblazes, Swords Dance, and sweep. That's the goal. So to do that, again, we have Swords Dance to raise our attack. Again, I chose speed over attack just because Kricketune is only 65 speed. It's not the fastest thing, so I chose to do the speed. In addition, with Trailblaze, Technician boosted Trailblaze to hit at 75 base power, so that should hit a little bit harder than 50. Swords Dance is there to boost 85 attack, which is pretty decent to higher levels, hopefully able to take out some ground types and whatnot. Leech Life is our main stab, and I chose Night Slash in this last spot simply because I think Night Slash Dark type coverage hits everything really hard. So the only thing that really walls this is Tinkaton. And let's see, fighting. So fighting types would as well. So Paldean Fire Tauros would wall this one. But I'm hoping that in combination of rocks and chipping down our opponent's team, we can get rid of those threats beforehand. But we'll see. You know, Kricketune is very hard to work with because of how mediocre it is. But we're going to try it. And let's go over this teammate. So now we have our defensive wall. Amariza, the Orthworm. So Orthworm is our defensive wall. And we're running the Shed Tail set. So the Shed Tail set rose in prominence when Espathra was still in Smogon OU. It was because of speed boost, so you have that slower Shed Tail, you have the slower substitute. And then you bring Espathra in because it's the end of the turn, you get your speed boost without taking any damage. And then you get another speed boost again and a free Calm Mind setup. And that's why Espathra was so broken, because of that combination and being able to hit very hard and gaining those boosts so easily with stored power. That's why Espathra runs a lot of stored power, Calm Mind, Dazzling Gleam, Terra Blast, combination of sorts. Or even Protect even on them. So the key, so I chose that set in order to get the slower Shed Tail, and with screens up hopefully and rock support, it's enough for Kricketune to set up, and by the time those screens are down and the sub is gone, we're able to sweep. Of course we have additional rocks here because we really want those hazards up. Any type of chip damage will be great on this team. And then Body Press and Heavy Slam, of course, are main attacking moves, because why not, right? 145 defense, so Body Press is probably going to hit harder than Heavy Slam anyway. Body Press is there for those Meowscaradas and Roaring Moons, and I can't think of anything else off the top of my head. Heavy Slam, of course, for those Fairy types, so we have something for Iron Valiant, we have something for Gardevoir, we have something for them. And of course a Ghost Terra typing to prevent rapid spins and keep our hazards up. Next we have Hiruko, our Toxapex, the best wall, I argue, in all of Pokemon. Because Toxapex, I mean, it's always been an OU. It's always annoying to deal with. I mean, we're having a mixed defensive Toxapex right now. 50 HP is its downfall and its low attacking stats, but it makes up for it with Toxic, being able to rack up residual damage. And Chilling Water, although it's not Scald, right, we would all prefer Scald, but Chilling Water is actually pretty good at reducing enough attack and then getting the chip off with Chilling Water plus the toxic damage racking up. So that actually adds up to be a really good combination. In testing, Toxapex has saved the game many times in testing. So with a 5-match setup, you know, hopefully it's still able to perform that way. I know Walking Wake is in the game, Hisui and Zoroarks are in the game, Iron Leaves, so it could be a little more troublesome. But I think Toxapex can hold its own still. And of course we also have Haze. How could I forget Haze to deal away with stats? So Koraidon, right? Because we're playing Scarlet, Violet, Wi-Fi, so there's no tiering, right? It's free for all. So like Koraidons with Swords Dance or Bulk Ups, or heck, even on a switch in, if Miraidon has, I don't know, Calm Mind, we can Haze it. You know, Haze is just to reset the stats. And then of course Regenerated Black Sludge is always very annoying to deal with. One of our attackers is Mako the Garchomp. He's going to be really, really key in dealing all the damage and weakening our opponent's team, because Garchomp is very strong, right? Garchomp is very strong, very fast, hits very hard. So this is going to help us counter the Walking Wakes, hopefully the Koraidons and Miraidons, theoretically Corviknights and some Fairy types based on the moves we have. So again, we're in Earthquake, Dragon Claw, Iron Head, and Terra Blast, not our Fire Fang or Fire Blast as we ran in BDSP. Terra Blast, because if you didn't know, Terra Blast hits with the higher attacking stat. So in this case of Garchomp, right, attack is higher than its special attack. So Terra Blast is going to be an 80 power physical move. Despite saying it's special, it's going to hit on the physical side. So that's why you can run Terra Blast on your Garchomp with a physical fire move now. That's stronger than Fire Fang. So we have a lot of coverage and a lot of offensive prowess in the Mako, so hopefully we're able to cleave through some of the opponent's defenses and open up for more chips and toxics and whatnot. So Garchomp is there to get rid of those key threats as quickly as possible. That's why we're running the Scarf Chomp. Shriek, our Scream Tail. Now you're thinking, okay, Shriek is probably one of the weaker Paradox Mons, but it's honestly one of the best like leads you can have, because it's dual screens. And I can't stress this enough, dual screens is going to be important on this team, just because we're trying to take all that, because it's such an offensive game, right? We're trying to take all that hits. So I think in testing right now, all of the right way to use the Scream Tail in this set is to set up the appropriate screen on the lead. So if it was an Arcanine lead, right, I'll set up a Reflect, because you can outspeed Arcanine. Get the Reflect up, take the hit, then set up rocks depending on your HP, and then you set up light screen after. So Shriek is here to only take hits. Dazzling Gleam is there in case we run into Sableye, because this is a perfectly good Sableye counter. But we got it. Shriek is here to take the hits and put up support and set up rocks, and that's it. It's not really here to last the whole battle, but it is here to kind of give us staying power. So expect Shriek to be leads in a lot of the battles coming up. And last but not least, we have Nanny McPhee, the return of the Nanny. The Nanny is back. We're running that same set from BDSP. Substitute Calm Mind, Thunderbolt, Ice Beam. We went for a more bulky set this time. I don't know if this is the same exact spread, but we're running Bold here with Substitute Calm Mind, Thunderbolt, Ice Beam. Again, very bulky. It's Blissey, right? Sub, Calm Mind, Serene Grace, Bolt Beam coverage, because Bolt Beam coverage is perfect coverage. And hopefully Serene Graces, we can snag those 20% paralysis or freezes. It's not much, but at least it's something. It's higher than normal. So hopefully Blissey can wreck shop here. And of course Ghost typing right here to guard ourselves against the fighting type attacks. And to be an anti-spinner as well, because we know that Iron Treads like to run Rapid Spin, or even Great Tusk, they like to run Rapid Spin. So that's why it's here, and then we can counter attack with a strong Ice Beam in return, and maybe get the freezes even. And so yeah, with that being said, that's the team. Let me go to the summary here. So here's the team summary for all of you in a simpler condensed format off of PokePaste. I just clicked upload to, where is it? I just clicked upload to PokePaste right here off of Showdown. So there it is with all the stats and all the Terratypes and whatnot. So this is what we're running. Wish us luck, because it's gonna. I doubt that we're gonna get a true Kricketune 6-0 sweep, because it's very hard. It's Kricketune. You probably have better luck with Heracross, okay? Because Heracross just hits that much harder. And I say Heracross not because it's a bad type, but I think it's because it's not as. I think it's what, little bit faster than Kricketune, but just having that more power in it makes such a big difference. So that's why I compare it to Heracross. Heracross is leagues above better than Kricketune, by the way. But yeah, with that being said, I'm rambling. Thank you for watching. Come back tomorrow for Battle 1. And yeah, like, subscribe. How do you think we're going to do? Leave your predictions down below. And leave any upgrades you would think you would have made to the team. Of course, as you're watching this, of course, I'm going to load the battles. Right? I'm not going to live record a battle and wait, because you're not going to get your content. So leave down below what you would have done differently. And with that, I'll be seeing you next time with our first Wi-Fi battle with live commentary. That'll be fun. But until then, have a great day. Bye-bye.